Larry, back inside the Unstoppable Fortress, you finish recording your introductory episode. McDonald has you highlight a few superficial features of the fortress, then you go into a whole lot of pointless fluffery about the positive direction the company is headed and all the ways that it's going to improve society. The script has you saying things like how the technology in the fortress might one day be used to advance society to live underwater or something. But it's all lies. These days, nobody really looks at or cares about market fundamentals. Many companies, including yours, are monopolies or vertically integrated so badly that it's generally assumed you'll make money even if you do everything wrong. What's important here is that you sound like you're paving the road to the future, and any politician that signs on with you is a man building a brighter future. McDonald congratulates you. Fine work, Lowry. Keep this up, convince the country that Unstoppable Industries can perform magic, and we'll have 'em eaten out of our hands in just a month or two. You really are a wizard behind the camera, though. That magic is real.
Thank you, sir. It's, what can I say? You just have to believe everything you tell the camera while you're saying it.
Well, I'm happy about how this has gone so far. Shame we didn't do more during the mission, but maybe it's just a bit of a blessing in disguise. Mercury represents an ongoing threat and a good reason to continue investment in your company. It's a very fine line, and we risk going over the edges on it, but we made a little progress by arresting Kimon's son, and so long as we make enough steps forward, the steps back won't throw it out of whack. Anyway, I'm a busy man, and I have a lot of other work to see to, so I'm going to have a helicopter take me out of here. But contact me as soon as you have another operation. I'd like to sit in for it. We spent a lot of money on this hunk, and I love seeing it in action.
Of course, sir. It'll be idling in the bay for a while, but as soon as we get an excuse to deploy it properly, I'll let you know.
And back over to Paul, I believe there's no end to your scheming at this point.
No, it's kind of bottomless. The next person I need to get a hold of is Phil from Luna Island.
Sure, the phone rings for a bit, and then Phil picks up. Hello? This better not be about my car's extended warranty.
No spam this time, Phil. This is Mr. Green. I'm calling to follow up on your efforts. Do you have everyone on board yet?
Oh, yes, sir. I've got everybody together now, and we know that we can set up the schedule. But I saw on the news that Mercury got hit with another huge bust just today.
It wasn't so large as they're saying, and it's irrelevant to our efforts. If we waste time asking for permission to move forward, we'll wind up with unnecessary delays. We've been given leeway to act on our own discretion precisely for the sake of not wasting time.
Okay, well, in that case, yeah, I think we can arrange to set up a trap for Kimon anytime we need to. But I'm also a little worried about that. See, Kimon came directly to my apartment earlier, but since then, he hasn't bothered me again. Is that normal? I've been trying to keep an eye out for people watching me, but I don't know what I'm looking for. And for all I know, maybe the FBI or someone hired an invisible man. How do I know if I'm safe to do anything?
It's an issue of costs, Phil. It's expensive to watch someone all day, and you haven't been doing much of anything until just recently. The only people aware of your current activities are at the top. Incidentally, this is why we should move all the faster. I believe it's unlikely that Howard would flip, but there's a risk he might betray our plans to cut some sort of deal. He's high profile, and they know it, so they'll pump him for all he's willing to give up, and they'll start on that quickly. As to Kimon, you can observe from the news that he wasn't even in town, so he's not aware of whatever you've been doing.
Well, he must have assigned somebody to watch me. He knows I talked to Daryl.
All you did was talk, and then Kimon scared you. A blunder, fundamentally, because now that you're scared, logically, you won't go on committing more crimes. Kimon is normally clever. If you're observing someone, normally you wouldn't want to reveal yourself, because the whole point is to catch that person doing more than just idle chatter. If you come forward and notify a criminal that they're being watched for crime, then idle chatter is all you'll get. Him coming forward to you ensured that it would be wasting his time to watch you further, and so I guarantee you're ironically as safe now as you can be. I suspect that he believed it would rattle you into volunteering more information. Since that must be his belief, our plan will work flawlessly. All you need to do now is contact him and let him know that Mercury is going to attempt to extract Luna from the island. You should offer to lay a trap for Mercury in Luna's cell, then proceed with the assassination. Afterward, extract Luna yourself. Going to establish a midway point where we can meet and perform the handoff. From there, you'll be escorted to your personal island paradise.
Okay, and just to be clear, I don't mind if the maid is topless or whatever, but it is not mandatory or expected.
I've been forbidden from discussing this.
Right, okay.
Get in contact with Kimon. Tease him into the trap. I'll send you our meeting location as soon as it's established. And I hang up and then I wait.
In about 30 minutes, your work phone rings. It's the secretary from Unstoppable Industries. She says, "Hello, Mr. Kimon?
Speaking.
I have a call on the line from someone who wants to speak to you. They say their name is Phil and it's about an ongoing investigation. Would you like me to put them through?"
Yeah, go ahead.
The line clicks over. Phil comes through. He says, "Hello, is this Kimon? This is Phil from Luna Island."
No, Phil, I'm afraid the receptionist connected you to Elmer Fudd. I was in the middle of hunting a duck, but he just gave me a stick of dynamite and ran off. I gotta go.
Oh, okay. Well, is there another line I can call to get connected to the real Kimon? I have something I want to discuss, but I'd prefer if it was more anonymous.
Yeah, call me at this number. And I give him one of my burner phone numbers.
Phil hangs up. In a few seconds, another one of your burner phones rings.
Hey, Phil, you caught me at a bad time. Crazy duck person just killed a guy with a stick of dynamite. I'm trying to catch him, but I think I can squeeze in a minute.
What? Why would you answer the phone like this?
I don't know, why not?
Okay, well, I'm calling because I want to talk about a tip that I have about something that I've been hearing about.
Yeah, Phil, go on. You sound nervous. Are you in danger?
No, well, I mean kind of, because the tip is that Mercury wants to kidnap Luna, right? But he wants me to help out and escort some of his own people into the building. They'll have guns and everything, and I'm meant to meet them and then escort them to Luna's cell.
Okay. Well, it's good you called me, Phil. Those guys will be walking themselves directly into prison in every sense. Do you know when they're planning to do this?
Yeah, next week, but I don't want to help them do it, obviously.
Actually, Phil, this is a little dangerous, but I've got an idea. It might be to our advantage to let them come. If they're on the island, they're not much more than ordinary men. That means they could be rounded up and arrested like ordinary men, no matter who they are.
Yeah, that could be. We could, set a trap.
We could. I tell you what, I'll come up there to Luna Island, join in with you. You get some guys you can trust. We'll lay an ambush. Help me out here, and I tell you what, Phil, you're no longer on any kind of government list. We may even throw you a reward. I know there's a few goodies out there if you have any information on Mercury or his activities, so you might get a nice bonus off of this.
Well, yeah, it's like I said, I don't really keep up with Daryl anymore. I was surprised he was still alive, but he did contact me for a reason, just like you said. And I never thought the reason. I didn't think the reason would be something this bad. I mean, obviously, it would be, given that he's involved with the whole giant robot thing and everything else, and I should have known. But yeah, I don't know what he was planning, or really, I don't even know what.
Their backs are probably pretty badly to the wall at this point, Phil. Their plan sounds a little desperate to me. It'll fall apart as soon as they realize they've been made. Don't worry.
Thank you. Yeah. So the next week, I'll expect to see you there, and we'll cut it off at the head, or the pass.
Yeah, we'll cut it off at the head of the pass. I'll let you know if I need anything. Talk to you then, Phil.
Phil hangs up. That was terrible. You would have killed Phil if you really depended on him. He calls Mr. Green's phone almost immediately afterward.
Hello, Phil.
Mr. Green, I called Kimon. I was a little nervous, but I think given the circumstances, it was probably normal. That it came across as normal because it's pretty nerve-wracking.
Can't argue with logic that firm, can you?
Yeah. Bottom line is he walked himself into it pretty much, practically made the plan himself.
I know his psychology well. He loves his traps and ambushes. Misdirection was always a major part of his modus operandi. He thinks he's played you, Phil, and he's going to walk confidently towards his demise.
Well, it's all set then. Next week, I'll let everybody else know. They're ready too.
Perfect. The details on the meeting point will come your way shortly.
Phil hangs up. The first domino has been tipped over.
Gotta start running ahead of them. See if I can call Mercury.
The phone rings for a bit, and then Mercury answers. Mr. Green, so glad that you've called.
I have an update on our situation at Luna Island.
I will look forward to hearing it. Meet me at the docks, in the warehouse where you were introduced to Captain Gway. And he hangs up.
Go into the hotel, start putting together a disguise. All right, guys, stay on your toes, because the other boss seemed a bit too short with me for comfort, and he wants to meet in person. Keep your stuff packed and be ready to get out of town.
Nicholas gives you the thumbs up. Don't forget the bug for Lowry's computer while you're wrapped up in all this. It's a lot to juggle, I know.
Thanks, I almost did forget. Remind me again when I get back.
You head down towards the docks disguised as, let's say, an old man with a cane, and make your way into the warehouse where you last met Mercury. Once you enter and walk a short distance into the building, Mercury steps out from behind a set of boxes and announces, Mr. Green.
Who are you? I don't know you.
Oh, pardon me, I was expecting someone else.
Aha! I tricked you. I was Mr. Green to begin with.
Fool! You think I didn't know that?
You confessed that you didn't.
I only said that because I knew it would cause you to give up the ruse and announce yourself.
Oh, no, you did not.
Silence! You've ruined my moment. Let's begin again. Go outside and re-enter the building, then wait properly for my cue.
Okay, I go outside, then walk back in.
Mercury dramatically exits from the shadows, but then trips over a small box in his path because he's paying too much attention to you. He topples to the floor and gets all tangled up in his cape until he turns into liquid mercury and reforms himself in an upright position.
Well, this was worse than last time.
Again, then, you go outside.
Surely we could just proceed from here.
No, I require the moment. Exit and return.
Fine. I go outside again, then come back.
This time, Mercury checks to make sure there's nothing in his way, then dramatically sweeps out. Mr. Green, he announces.
At your service.
He runs up and grabs you by the collar. You sniveling nincompoop! Do you realize what you've done? You've compromised my operation with Captain Gway!
First of all, no one uses the word nincompoop anymore. It's completely antiquated. And second, unhand me and explain yourself.
Isn't it obvious? Mercury says, shoving you away. Your friend Phil was being followed by Kimon. He led Kimon here, and thus to Captain Gway.
Oh, indeed. Well, I've done my research on Captain Gway and found that he was on the radar of practically every agency in the country. We'd be lucky to learn that MI6 wasn't vaguely aware of his comings and goings in this proud city. I shouldn't think it was too hard for Kimon or anyone to take a brief look at the man.
Did you not see the news? This wasn't mere surveillance. They were so certain he was up to something that they stowed aboard. They wouldn't go to such lengths merely on suspicion.
He was an obvious person to watch. And certainly you must be aware that there can be insiders or informants anywhere. Even Captain Gway must certainly not be invincible.
Come to think, Captain Gway did accuse someone of loose lips, and then devoured them in plain sight of everyone.
Well, there you are. You come to blame me. If Phil were what led them to us, he'd be in custody now, I assume. And he isn't, which is why I'm here.
Very well, you make a persuasive argument. Then what is the news with Phil?
He's in position. We're ready to close a trap around Kimon and extract Luna. The question is if you'd like her delivered to a location of your choosing, or if you'd like me to establish the handoff point.
I see. She'll be coming from along the coast, will she not? I see no reason to complicate things by attempting to secure a new location on short notice. We already have use of this warehouse. I suggest she be brought here, where I will give her a personal welcome.
As you wish. However, I have a further note. It just seems that you've only lost Howard, but he's been relocated to Luna Island. As long as we're extracting Luna, it seems prudent to remove Howard as well. After all, while I suppose that you would like to trust his silence, you can't really be sure of it. If he's rescued, it won't be a concern.
A wise observation indeed, Mr. Green. I have been fretting somewhat on the subject of Howard. He knows far too much, and heavens know he can be spinally feeble even if he is reliable. Given the gravity of the current situation, my fear is that they'll have a mind reader on Howard in no time, and it won't even be a matter of his discretion. How soon will your operation begin?
Next week, early. Second point of order, I'd like for you to find a rental home on the coast, someplace that I can park and then scuttle a small ship from Luna Island. We'll touch down there, change into street clothes, and then hand off Luna to you here. I believe that we should transport Luna and Howard separately.
Whatever for? Return my bodyguard to my side and Luna in one stroke.
I dislike the idea of transporting such an intense quantity of value together for long. We should move Luna separately and have a team arranged to collect Howard in 3 days. He'll be without a means of contacting the outside world, so be certain to establish this in advance. Give them a strict date.
Very well. I suppose to lose Luna would be dire, but to lose them both at once would be an unbearable humiliation. Further, Howard would be near to useless around her, his strength and other abilities dampened to nothing.
Additionally, Howard is much safer to leave independently in the city for a brief time. Luna must be relocated quickly. Her influence is broad enough that the authorities might just find where she is by driving about town to see where their superpowers fail them. If she's to be kept, it must be somewhere remote.
Not to worry. I have given this much thought. I can't elaborate, but she will be taken and placed somewhere appropriate until the city requires her again. I will find a rental space by the water available at short notice and text you the details tonight. Food, water, and a change of clothes will be provided for our guests. Luckily, we have some garments for Howard due to his staying with us in many events, and he's such a large man. I do rather look forward to seeing him again. We were considering starting together on the Count of Monte Cristo. Would you like to join our book club, Mr. Green?
That is a rather long book, don't you think? I'm not sure how you'll find the time to finish it.
I do suppose you prefer your rubbish smut that filled your head with such fancies as topless cleaning staff.
Really, Mercury, the romance novels put more into my head the idea of painting and fawning over a woman's habits. You've completely misread my argument.
I have misread nothing. And as I recall, I forbade you to speak of
Well,
it.
you brought it up just now. Surely there must be exceptions.
My word is law, and there are no exceptions. I am ending this conversation now before it takes its wicked root. Is there anything of further actual business that we need discuss?
I believe that summarizes my needs. It will happen swiftly and will be done in a timely order. I'm sure that your men can operate on a schedule, but I'd feel a fool if I didn't make pains on the importance of everything being in its place when it is required.
Of course. The mere hint of delay will be a capital punishment. So then, if there is nothing further, I will no longer distract you. Go on, Mr. Green. I am pleased that you have come into the fold. I predict great things for us both soon.
Great things, assuredly. See you again quite soon, sir.
And there it is. You see yourself out, and now you're headed where?
Back to the hotel. I need to pick up the bug for Lowry's computer.
When you get back to the motel, Nicholas observes, I see you're still alive. Must have talked your way out of that.
Yep, he blamed me for the raid on Captain Gway's ship. But luckily I could convince the guy that I had nothing to do with it. After all, that job got so amateurishly botched by Unstoppable Industries that there's no way we had a plan.
I guess there's silver linings in working with the Unstoppable team sometimes.
There's silver linings in everything if you care to look, but I'll be glad when I don't have to worry about the company anymore. Can I get the computer bug? I'm headed to the office now.
Nicholas hands you the bug. It's a small, thin card. Based on your practice, it should be a really snug fit inside the laptop, but it's doable.
Thanks. Just like before, prepare for the worst. This could all go wrong at any time. Keep your bags packed, and if you don't hear from me in 2 days, run.